What's up, guys? This is TheKephas.
Welcome to Class Course, where we take a brief look at a specific class in World of Warcraft and break down the essentials of their core rotation. This isn't a comprehensive guide, it's designed to get you up and running. So, to keep things short and simple, we're just going to focus on the rotation for now. But if you're curious about the talent build I'm using for this guide, the link is in the description. Today we're going to talk about how to play a Beast Mastery Hunter in patch 11.1 of the War Within. And if you're playing a Beast Mastery Hunter, that means that your companion pets are the star of the show. They're going to be the ones responsible for most of your damage, so make sure that they're alive and fighting with you at all times. Aside from that, most of the time you're going to be using one of three abilities. Kill Command is your main damage dealer and focus spender. It has 2 charges and you want to try and use it as much as possible. Barb Shot is almost just as important though. Like Kill Command, it also has 2 charges. But unlike Kill Command, rather than consuming focus, it will generate extra focus. More importantly, whenever you use it, it will activate 2 buffs. Frenzy, which increases your pet's attack speed, and Thrill of the Hunt, which increases your critical strike. Both of these buffs will last for 12 seconds and they can stack up to 3 times. You're going to be using these 2 abilities a lot, and for the most part, Kill Command will take priority over Barb Shot, unless the buffs associated with Barb Shot are not activated or they're about to expire. You can also prioritize Barb Shot when it's closer to 2 charges than Kill Command. To put it simply, you have a number of talents that can either reset or reduce the cooldown of Barb Shot, so making sure that at least one of its charges is on cooldown at all times is very important. And that brings us to your filler ability, Cobra Shot. Use this ability whenever you have nothing else to do. Using Cobra Shot will reduce the cooldown of Barb Shot by 2 seconds, but it consumes focus. While it may be tempting to use your remaining focus on Cobra Shot, you want to be careful, because you always want to make sure that you have enough focus for Kill Command when it becomes available. So the best rule of thumb is to use Cobra Shot whenever you have nothing else to do, but always keep your focus above 30. Now, these are the abilities that you're going to be using most of the time, and if you're fighting multiple targets, you'll add multi-shot to the mix. Multi-shot uses up a lot of focus, so you only want to use it just enough to activate Beast Cleave. This will cause your pet's attacks to hit multiple targets, so keep Beast Cleave up and then continue on with your normal rotation. Now, we haven't mentioned Kill Shot yet, and that's because if you're following the pack leader hero path, then Kill Shot isn't going to be a part of your rotation. But if you follow the Dark Ranger hero path, then Kill Shot is transformed into Black Arrow and it becomes a very important part of your rotation. You will be able to use Black Arrow whenever your target is above 80% or below 20% health, or when Death Blow is activated. As a Dark Ranger, Death Blow has a chance to activate a lot more often, so using Black Arrow whenever it's available is a very high priority. Now, if you've taken the Dire Beast talent and you followed it up with Huntmaster's Call, then Dire Beast becomes a very powerful ability that you want to use whenever it's available. Call of the Wild is another optional but very powerful cooldown that you want to use whenever it's available. During Call of the Wild, the cooldowns of both Kill Command and Barb Shot will reduce rapidly. So make sure that both of these abilities are on cooldown before you use Call of the Wild. And if you're a Dark Ranger, the same can be said for Black Arrow, because during Call of the Wild, you will be activating Death Blow a lot more often as well. Basically, whenever Call of the Wild is activated, you'll be using Kill Command, Barb Shot, and Black Arrow a lot more often. Last up, we need to talk about your main DPS cooldown, Bestial Wrath. This will empower both you and your pets for a short duration, and it will also generate a charge of Barb Shot. So, say it with me now, before you use Bestial Wrath, make sure that you have at least 1 charge of Barb Shot on cooldown. So make sure that you use Bestial Wrath whenever it's available. because while it's on cooldown, every time you use barb shot, that cooldown will be reduced significantly. So you'll be using Bestial Wrath a lot more often than its cooldown suggests. And that should hopefully be enough to help get you started with Beast Mastery Hunter. While there are some more details that we could go over, I feel like we've covered so much ground already, so I'm going to stop things here. This is a beginner's guide, so I want to try my best to keep things as simple as I can. I really do hope this video was helpful for you, and if it was, I would love to hear about it in the comments below. But with all that being said, I'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. And if you'd like to see more videos, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook, and if you'd like, you can support my work on Patreon. Links to all that stuff can be found in the description below. This is TheKephas. Until next time.